Hey guys, so today I want to talk about, hold on 1 minute, there we go. Yeah, so today I want to talk about advocates and the advocacy service. So what the advocacy service is a person who shares your views on behalf of you. So it's a trusted adult. It don't have to be part of, there is a company called NIAS who offer an advocacy service, who are absolutely brilliant, but I want to share today my experience with an advocacy service. So as you see behind me, this is basically where I went for like the majority of my teens, well, the whole of my teens really, my whole life is just revolved around, I don't know whether you can see, that's a lot, there we go, Time Out Centre. And it was a great place to be, because that's where I found my advocate. I had 2 different ones, but weird enough, I don't remember S being my advocate, because I was very young at the time. I remember going to her a couple of years later and like just chatting to her and stuff like that about, I think, just random things, I think. But the one I vaguely, really remember is Jay being my advocate. And Jay was one of the most like loveliest people you'll ever meet. She was so nice, kind-hearted, and like just so fucking friendly to anyone and everyone. She really helped me over the years with my confidence and speaking up in my reviews and just voicing my opinions, and she really got to know me and sort of like really understood what I was about and really helped me within with my tough times within life and within home life really. And I think with all the changes that are with social services at the moment, I feel like that's the one thing that is consistent, is an advocate. And I feel like the young people today don't know about it because it's not really there anymore. Yes, there is NIAS, but that's more of a, fuck's sake, sorry about that, I had a phone call. But yeah, NIAS is more of like kind of like a one-time thing. Like you ring them up, you get an advocate there and then. Well, not there and then, but you have an advocate for a bit, and that's it. Whereas I had one from, I want to say I was about 7 or 8, I think I was, when I had Jay as my advocate. I don't know. But she was my advocate up until I was 17. Well, yeah, 17 when I was done with social services altogether. And so she really helped me over the years with my confidence, with just going to reviews if I didn't want to go to reviews, sharing my voice, getting to know me as a person really, and she could judge it just based on my either my body language, the way I spoke, the way I talked, the way just the way I looked. She could just judge whether I wanted to go to my review or not. And sometimes I wouldn't want to go to my reviews, and she'd be like, okay, no questions asked about it. Especially if it was a Wednesday, she would be like, fine, okay, no worries, I'll share your reviews on behalf of you. And that was it, there was no questions asked. Whereas I feel like nowadays it's a lot of questions, because the advocates that are a part of NIAS aren't around to really get to know their young people much. It's a short-time basis, whereas I had the privilege of having this person for a long time. I had her around so much where we became close, and I felt like I could really trust her, considering that I'd had so many different social workers over the years, from seven, probably about 6, I reckon. So from the age of 6 up until 16, so many different social workers coming in and out of my life, and she was the only one that was consistent. Her and my reviewing officer were the only consistent people, but I didn't like my reviewing officer. I absolutely trusted Jay because simply she knew me and she could see something in me that I couldn't see myself. I felt like Jay really understood who I was as a person, even before I knew. I felt like Jay really understood that I found my reviews boring, and as an advocate, that's what they're there to do. They're not there to pussyfoot around the truth. If you think something's shit, you tell them it's shit, and they're like, okay. But they put it in a different way. Obviously, you can't go to a review and be like, oh yeah, well this young person said that this is shit, because it's not exactly appropriate. But she was just a great person. It was supposed to be, I suppose advocates are really missing out, because with NIAS, it's very, very rare that a young person that even knows about it these days, and I feel like the kids are missing this, because I had such a great experience with just with Jay, you know, and with the Time Out Young People Centre. I had that experience because, well, I suppose it was because I found it through, I don't know how I found it actually. Oh, but yeah, so advocacy service is such a great thing, especially for the younger ones. Those kids that are very shy, who are very much like me when I was little. I was very shy, very quiet, wouldn't say much, wouldn't talk to anyone. I would only speak to people that I was comfortable with. And that was mainly Jay. I wouldn't speak to my real officer. If I could help it, I wouldn't speak to her. If there was anything I wanted to say, it would go through Jay, and that would be it. I wouldn't say anything. My reviewing officer would say to me, even if I was in the meetings, she would say to me, have you got anything to say? I'd be like, no. Sometimes I wouldn't even speak, because I'm just like, there's no point. I always felt like in my reviews, Jay got across my opinions very well. She got me down to a T. She understood who I was. And I just feel like now I'm older, you know, I missed that opportunity. And I wouldn't say I missed that person of as such as like her sharing my views and stuff. I just missed that person in general, because when the place closed, we wasn't allowed to keep in touch. And so I really feel like Jay was such an important part of my life that I feel like she's missing now. And I felt like Jay, S, and the other S, my PA, were all... Those three people were very important in my life. And I feel very lucky that I still keep in touch with my old PA. A lot of things changed over the years, and I feel like there's a lot I want to catch them up on. Yes, I still keep in touch with my PA, but I want to get back in touch with Jay, because she was such an important part of my life that I feel like, you know, I want to show her the person I am today, you know, and show her that she was right all along, and I have kept my head up and I've kept to her word. She told me to keep my head up and just carry on being the person that she knows I can be, because she was the one who was there for me a lot. She saw me through different social workers, a lot of very boring lack reviews, the death of my dad, just a lot of shit, really, a lot of shit that went on, and she was there for all of it. She saw me grow in confidence little by little, and I just feel like the person I am today is the person that they could see who I was. That's the person they could see that I couldn't. And yeah, I feel like her as an advocate she was just brilliant, man. And I feel like advocates in general, if they're anything like her, then they're fucking brilliant. And that's it, basically. So if you've got any comments about advocates or anything else, then just pop it down below and I'll try and answer it. Okay, thanks, bye.